Hello, Diane. Miss Amy. Ringo, how you doing? Hello, Linda. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Well, it's raining here again. We're supposed to get another storm in here in a little while. Hello, Lily. I know you getting awful close, Amy. Yeah, this thing's supposed to be coming in from the west. So that's something. This is another storm. I'm about tired of this mess. Hello, Janice. How you doing, girl? Ooh, that is something I've never caught, Rango. Hello, Roy. I'd like to make a trip up north one of these days and catch a walleye and a pike and maybe a muskie. Never have caught those three fish. Well, you getting it done, Janice? Hey, Nate, how you doing? No. Mm-mm. Sorry about that, Roy. I think you ought to know that everybody's proud of you, Amy, for sticking with that thing and doing that 75. Can you believe you're just about through with it? That's supposed to. If you eat any of those Rango, that's supposed to be a good eating fish. Well, I hope it does. Well, what's going on here? Okay, got sound now? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, put a one in there if you can hear me now. Hello, Ariel. Okay. Thank you, Amy. I don't know what happened on that. Mike and camera both went dead at the same time. Oh, I bet you have a ball doing that, Janet. No, I don't know what happened. Yeah, you calling caravan an RV? Is that right, Janet? thought. Well, you traveled around the country in one of those for a pretty good while, didn't you? I don't know, Camp Go. I haven't been on there much. Uh, I bet that was a trip of a lifetime. You know, it's funny. You get on the road, and that's habit forming. You either love it or hate it. It don't seem like there's anything in between. Yeah, that's really just got big here in the last few years. That's a whole different group of people than most of them I've met. You know, I haven't talked to Kenny in a long time. I wonder how Kenny's paw's done. Anybody heard that? Well, don't run off, Ariel. You have a good night, though. I think he's at Crystal's. I guess Paul's still in the hospital or in a nursing home. Hmm, that doesn't sound good, Amy. Yeah, he beat the odds already on coming back as much as he did. Hope he don't give up. Yeah, here we go again. Yeah, that storm might be messing with me. Hello, Carl. If I miss anybody else, I apologize. No, it didn't go off. But hello, Duke. How you doing, buddy? That storm is just west of us down here, so it may be messing with me. Out on the wild blue yonder, I guess, Carl. He's a rambling, he's a rambling rock, a rambling stone. about that storm being toward Temple. That's where all the tires are between me and Temple. Hello, Miss
Hi,
Dennis.
howdy.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Hey,
But first up, I thought I had to double check YouTube to see if I'd shut down there, so everything's good. Yeah, yeah. You're getting a bit blown around there, are you? Oh God, he's died again. What's everyone been up to? Catch up with the chat. Hi, Linda. Hi, Lillian. Hi, Diane. Hi, Kyle. G. And whoever else is still here. Yeah. Ron is in and out with the tide here tonight. The hair won't last long, Lillian. It's I'll be lining up for a haircut very soon and getting shorn like a sheep. It's driving me nuts. Oh, that reminds me, Linda, I've got to take mine down and wash them too. I've washed everything else. Get them sorted. I've been busy. Must have found a new source of energy. I've been washing and cleaning washing floors, and I did 4 loads of laundry yesterday and got it all dry, and it's all back in again. And so now that's a load of ironing is next. And I've got stuff out. I've got to start cooking soon, and yeah, things are getting good. It's currently 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So our sun's out and shining. It's 2:43 p.m. here, Wednesday. Oh, that's another job that needs doing. I've got to put the rubbish out tonight too. Ron's back.
yeah, if this thing keeps doing,
Yeah, you're in and out with the tide, Ron. Yeah, there he goes again. At least when Ron freezes, everyone gets a chance to assess all the wrinkles. Don't tell him that I said that, though. Actually, I better sit back, otherwise you'll be seeing mine too. Yep, he's gone again. Yeah, late night with Janice, it certainly is. So I sort of come in on the tail end with Kenny. So is Papa not doing very well, I gather, which is sad. Lillian, No, my going on vacation or work. No, I'll just be catching up with my brother. He's been on the road now for, oh, gee, I suppose close on a couple of months now. I know they had to put their van in storage. They got called home to a death of a relative. So, and they're back on the road again. Currently, they're in the top of Victoria, heading there from South Australia into Victoria. And he'll be making his way down along the river there, the Murray River. And when he gets to Echuca, I'll head up and spend 2 or 3 days with him. And him and his wife, of course, and catch up. Yeah, no, because of COVID and what have you, and just things, everyday things, and that he hasn't hit the road until now. So I saw him just before COVID hit, and so I'll get to see him again. I mean, I talk to them all the time on the phone, but he lives in Queensland. I live in Victoria, so it's about 1,700 miles between us.
I tell you what, if this thing drops me again, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm tired of playing that game. Damn, that storm must be tearing them tires up.
Yeah. So what sort of storm is it? Is it just is it wind or is it tornadoes?
Tornadoes and wind and rain.
Oh,
Just
heck. Yeah.
one of them springtime storms.
Yeah.
And it wasn't supposed to hit here till about 3 o'clock in the morning, but I guess
you're getting probably the start of it is heading through the area. Thankfully, I don't have to contend with those sorts of severe conditions. I mean, we get the odd storm, but it's mostly just rain. Yeah, it's like up further north. Yeah, the further north you go, you get the more tropical type monsoonal weather, or cyclones as we call them here. And but down this far south, no, not so much. Get plenty of rain, but yeah, when it does rain, which causes a lot of flash flooding and stuff. But other than that, no. Thankfully, I live on a hill.
we get our in the spring when the cool fronts are coming down and the warm front. That's when we get our bad weather here.
Yeah, I know. My last trip, was it the last? Yeah, the last trip I did over to no, the first trip I did over to the States. I was coming back from. I left out of North Carolina to. We were flying into Dallas Fort Worth, and we circled for over an hour. On the outskirts of Dallas because they were shut down with tornado warnings, and we were diverted to Austin and sat on the tarmac for I don't know, a couple of hours, whatever it was, refueled and just sat there until they dropped the warnings at Dallas, and then flew on back to Dallas. But the worst part about it is I'd booked a seat. I had a vacant block of seats that I was on from Dallas to back to, I think we were going to Brisbane, and but everyone else that was on the plane that was getting off at Dallas and going to LA stayed on the plane and went back to Australia. So we were packed in like sardines. So there went my stretching out and having a sleep on the way coming back across the Pacific. Because that's a 25-hour flight all up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, DFW seems like it catches it, or it really has this year. The storms and stuff
Yeah.
getting up there pretty heavy. knock on wood, we've been lucky here. We just been catching the tail end of it mainly. And but Dallas and on up into Oklahoma and Louisiana, ooh, they've been catching hell.
Well, they call that Tornado Alley, don't they? Or most of that's
Well,
Tornado Alley.
there's Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle, what they call Tornado Alley.
Yeah, yeah.
Good night, Lily.
Yeah, no. Fortunately, we don't see. I mean, we have our own inherent problems here with the heating and the cooling of the Pacific coming across from South America, called the El Nino and the La Nina effect. But yeah, that's but the strength of that usually hits our northern reaches. So yeah, it's not such an issue to me down here, other than temperature ranges. Like when we go, we either get flooding and torrential rains, mostly across the eastern board, or alternatively, the country goes into drought. Yeah, but this within the last what are we now? End of April, for about 6-7 months, or even a little bit longer, we were getting significant rainfalls right across the eastern board, but apparently it was tied in on the western side of Australia, over in Western Australia, is the Indian Ocean, and it was tied in with a dipole there, which obviously was a colder air mass, I believe, or it could have been a hotter. I don't know what the circumstances were, but they converged. Yeah, and it just inundated the country. Yeah, that's why most of the eastern border of Australia was like a inland sea of water, yeah, which they're still trying to get over now. That's lots of places are still trying to rebuild or re-establish.
Well, that's like California. They've been dry as heck out there for a long time. This year they've got a ton of rain and they got
Mm.
more
And
snow.
they're dumped with snow, I saw too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the weather can be a strange things, but it is cyclical. I don't care. They all these people talking about the ozone and all that sort of stuff. The weather is cyclical, and it'll go in. You go in these cycles. Usually, it's within a 10-year span. We can be in drought for years here, and then the following year, everything will just get drenched. Yeah.
But I tell you what, maybe it got built on a Monday, Roy. You don't never know until you use these things for a while how they're hooked up. They normally are, Linda, but this other trailer that I had up here, it had 2 gray water tanks, 1 black. And if you didn't know what you're looking for, you wouldn't even see the dump valve on that front gray water tank.
At your van parks, Ron, do like the individual your paid sites? Do they have outlets there for the van users to connect up to dispose of their grey water and also have water attached to their vans, fresh water?
Well, like the The
Septic is a separate issue, but they're grey water runoff.
well, like my trailer that I'm in now, it comes together and there's two valves and one drain hose, and one of them's a black tank and one of them's the water tank. I mean, gray tank. This other trailer I had was set up like that on one end, and it was a big trailer. The other end was set up where it was just on a gray tank. So, you just gotta. They build them all kind of different ways.
Yeah. Here at our van parks, you'll have a hose connection from your grey water that goes into a sullage point at your van site, and that just automatically disposes of all your grey water. So you don't have to literally go anywhere to flush your tanks. Septic, of course, is a separate issue. Most of them have those, the canisters that they pull out and empty in the septic areas. But grey water disposal and freshwater attachments are available at each site at our sites here,
Well,
paid sites.
one of the worst things that people do is the first time they take an RV out and they'll go someplace for a couple of weeks and they'll hook the sewer line up and they'll open the valve to the black water tank, where it just drains through. Well, what that does, it drains all the water off and leaves the solids in the tank. And
Right.
if they keep doing that for several weeks, that damn black tank will stop up.
Mm.
It's a mess, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No, all ours are all, most of them have got those canister where they just literally just remove them and then they go to the disposal pit for sewage. But but grey water, just your runoff shower water or, what you use in your sink and all that, goes into a sullage pit at your site. Yeah, and it's just a hose connection from your van to the sullage point.
Hello, Lisa. How you doing, lady? My routine on it is I leave the gray water tank open.
Again.
But then when I need to drain the black, I'll close it and leave it for a day, let some water and stuff get in it. And then I'll drain the black tank, and then I'll dump the gray tank in on the hose on the black tank and wash the hose and everything out, And it just, you just don't never want to leave that black tank open. I've seen that happen.
I've been around septic pits, at our country place and that, and that ain't a pretty sight. If you've got to crack the crust on that to flush it, I tell you what, you don't want to be anywhere near it.
Well, they have in most of the better trailers now. They've got a flush system.
Yeah.
You can hook a water hose up to it, and it's supposed to have spray nozzles in there. But if it's full enough, it don't do no good.
Ugh. Yeah.
No, Linda, I don't. I use that chemical you get from or you can get it at Walmart or anything, and I'll dump it in there about every other tank. And I never have, knock on wood, never have had any trouble with that. Yeah, you can do that too. But
one thing about it, Ron, whenever something like that's got to be done, that's when you really know who your friends are.
and I had my trailer parked down close to San Antonio, and there was an old woman in there, and I don't know how old she was. Well, she had one daughter, and her daughter pulled that trailer in there and hooked her up and never did come back. And she had lived there for like, I don't know, a month. And she come over and asked me one day, said, would you help me? I can't get this tank to drain. Well, I went over there, and that's what she had done. It took us 3 days to get that damn tank loose, and really like it was supposed to be, you know. And all she
Yeah.
just left it open. Hello, T. How you doing? There's a lot of little tricks on them trailers like that that make life a whole lot simpler. I never have had any trouble with the smell out of them, Linda. I know I've heard some people that do. Oh, but it like I say, knock on wood, I haven't had much trouble out of this trailer, and it's an ultralight, so it's it's aluminum, and it doesn't have any wood or rot in it. That was my main thing when I bought this trailer. I didn't want any wood in it. Yeah. Oh, they got all kind of stuff. Well, they got spray nozzles built into them now, to where there's another hose fitting there, and you just hook up to that thing. That reminds me, I need to do that too before too long. I haven't done it in a long time. But I take pretty good care of my black tanks and stuff. When I'm lucky here, I don't even move my trailer. I've got one of them uh, portable sewage tanks where I can drain it into that and just haul it and dump it. And that makes it nice where you don't have to unhook a trailer every time. In fact, I haven't moved this trailer in nearly a year. Well, I imagine next
You
time
get flat spots on your tires. He's frozen again. He might be pulling the pin this time, guys, if he has to reset. Thanks, T. Yeah. I think it's going to be sayonara for us all. No, he's coming back by the looks of it. Oh, maybe. Otherwise, I might be here all night. You'll have to put up with me. Could always turn it into a cooking show. I've got to start tea shortly. Or dinner, as you call it. Give me a topic to talk on, guys, to help fill the time for you. Yeah, it's like a hospital swinging doors with him tonight. He's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. Hello, here he's back.
Damn, I'm getting dizzy going in and out.
You're like a damn yo-yo. We'll have to put you on a rubber band so you keep coming back.
Do something. I've got kicked off more tonight than I have in the last 3 months. I think I'm gonna shut this thing down. I'm not gonna fight that all night. So, yeah, that gets aggravating. I appreciate you coming up though, Janet.
That's all right. Chili con carne, Torna.
Do what now?
She wanted to know while you were gone, I said to the guys to give me a topic to talk on to fill in. And I said either that or I'll turn it into a cooking show because I've got to cook dinner shortly. And she just asked what recipe I was doing. Chili con carne.
Janice, I appreciate you coming up.
All right, gang. Good to catch us all again. And actually, you're getting harder for me to catch these days, Ron. Because you keep changing times. Half the time I'm asleep when you come on. But anyway, have a good evening, everyone. Catch you all later.